Toby, maybe before we kick off, you want to say a few words, and then any other funds that want to chime in after Toby.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, thanks for everyone joining. I have 92 people here and people still trickling in, 94 now. That is amazing to see such a turnaround. And I'm excited about all the companies that are here. And thanks for, Jad, Jackie, Joe, all of you guys to be here. Really, really appreciate it. Master Ventures, you guys are hanging as always. So, yeah, this is the second of many. And we have a good mix and a variety of different companies, so hope there's something for everyone. And if you guys have any questions, drop it in the chat, let us know. And if you want to have connection requests to any of the companies, just message me, Brent, to anyone else from the team, and we will facilitate an introduction there as well. Vishal, nice to have you here also on Gravity X. Appreciate it. And then I would say I give it over to Brent to kick it off. I don't want to let you wait any longer.
Awesome. Thanks, Toby. Well, yeah, without further ado, and like I mentioned, right, each company will get 2 minutes on the dot, and then we have 3 minutes for judges' feedback, questions, and then after that, any questions from the audience if we have time. So without further ado, let's get started with Carlos from Animal Protocol and Patastic. Carlos, you're up, and if you could, you can share your screen, or you don't have to. It's up to you. But yep, man, you're on the clock.
Cool, cool. Good to see everyone. A lot of familiar faces here. I'm Carlos, founder, CEO of Petastic and Animal Protocol. Petastic is a personalized marketplace for pets. It's built on a protocol that we've been working on now for 3 years called Animal Protocol. For many of you, this will be the first time you hear of it. Animal Protocol is what I would consider the largest Web3 opportunity out there. It's going after all animal industries, including pets, which is big in its own, livestock, wildlife, and it ends up being far larger than networks like Helium, Virtual, Story, in the sense that we're going after something that people utilize on a daily basis, whether it's for companionship or for consumption or for apparel. So, with that said, I'll get through this. Petastic is one of the apps on the ecosystem. Um, it is there to provide sort of a use case to exercise the ecosystem. It's a personalized marketplace that's going after the $300 billion pet ecosystem. There's over 3 billion pet parents across the world. And if you look at the fully loaded value of the pet industry, you're looking at about 3.5 trillion fully loaded lifetime value within the marketplace. If you look at the performance of the pet ecosystem, we're at about 1.7 million pets. We do this all with data. I'm going to skip a few things here. What we do with our ecosystem is we tie it to a liquidity pool. That liquidity pool helps tokenize the actual ecosystem so that we can then bring it into the token world. And I'm going to show you guys that real quick. Sorry, having trouble with my my screen here. 1 second.
All right, Carlos, that was 2 minutes. Appreciate your pitch, and yeah, we have to end it though to keep the train moving. So if you
No
could
problem.
pause, yeah,
Yeah, you guys go ahead. I'll continue during the questions.
yeah, absolutely. And then yeah, so now we have three minutes for questions, starting with funds, and then after that we can go to the general audience. But yeah, any questions for Carlos and Patastic?
Hi, this is Jenny from HTX Ventures. Carlo, I just want to know what problem are you solving with this product?
So in general, all animal industries lack data, and because of that, there's a lot of inefficiencies related to whichever vertical you're at, whether it's pet or livestock. You don't have transparency, you don't have the ability to know where all these assets are, how to capitalize on them. So what we do is we tokenize those industries so that anyone can gain access to any particular industry, whether it's pet or livestock, or even the apparel business through these tokenized ecosystems. So for the consumer, we solve the data problem that helps brands and product and service brands connect to these consumers, and it helps token holders access these economies directly.
Sorry, Carlos, how big is the market that you're targeting?
In total, it's $6 trillion annually. The pet market, which is the Petastic app, is $300 billion annually. And if you look at all the other animal industries, it adds up to about $6 trillion.
And who are your competitors?
There are no competitors in the animal data space other than the siloed industry enterprises that are out there who hold the data, as part of their own enterprise, and they don't share it among other enterprises. So as far as ecosystem, there is no other project going after this space.
Why do we need a token for this, and why does it have to be on the blockchain?
So it all has to do with the incentives to share data. So for instance, pet owners are currently not incentivized to share data. Companies are not incentivized to share pet data, and that creates a stalemate. So the ecosystem is the flywheel is there to provide incentives to the folks who share data and provide a cost to those who require the data. And that's how we make the connections between consumers and products and services.
Hey, Carlos, it's Dheeraj here from Analyst Ventures. Can you tell us a bit about some of the partnerships that you're building and some of the brands that want some of this data?
So the ecosystem is growing. We have Zoetis, largest pharmaceutical company in the world for animals. Purina, which is the second largest pet food company in the world. Mars, which is the first largest pet food company in the world. They also deal with genetics and DNA. So when it comes to connecting all these enterprises, we're looking at everyone from large enterprise to small projects to integrate into the ecosystem.
Carlos, what's the current traction?
So last year we launched our first ecosystem app. We did $2 million GMV, about 600K in revenue for that marketplace app, and a fraction of that goes to the network, into a local treasury. So you're the token is directly tied to the pet economy.
Okay, sorry, Carlos. We have to pause there. We went a little over three minutes, but thank you for presenting. And then, yeah, Carlos, you want to maybe drop your Telegram for any interested parties can go from there. Next, we have Coliseum. Josh, I believe you're here. Josh, you have 2 minutes.
All right, awesome. Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Hey guys, just give me a sec. Let me share my screen. Awesome. Are you guys able to see it?
Yep, looks perfect.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, thanks, man. Hey, everyone. Awesome opportunity. Thank you for your time. So I'm Josh, the CMO of Coliseum. So pretty simple. Coliseum, we are a gaming ecosystem and infrastructure with a community currently right now of over 3 million members across all social platforms. We have recently just launched the beta of our first app, which is a tournament platform that's focused on fairness and transparency. And essentially what we are doing is we are making PvP games free from bots and cheaters, which is a huge issue that's sort of plaguing everyday PvP gaming and gamers. So how we do this is we achieve this through a gaming app that we've built from the ground up, which is very simple. Currently, right now, it's a Telegram mini app, but we have the app that's also gonna be launching soon. What we call as well our Guardian Network, which is a network of community members that keep all the gamers within our tournament platform safe, whether it's against bots or against cheating bots or cheats, etc., and all that. And all of that will be fueled by a token that we're going to be launching sometime in May. We are a team that's headquartered in Paris. There's about like 10 of us. Our founder, Thomas, who's sadly traveling right now and not able to join us. He's been in the tech space for the last nearly 2 decades right now with a recent exit. Most of us have been in Web3 space for quite a while. We've recently raised equity raise, about $4 million led by TCG. and launching our token in May. And we're looking to onboard strategic partners through private sale. Yeah. So for me, given our success, what is Coliseum is beyond being a tournament platform. I think given our success with traditional gamers, whether it's keeping the activities safe on our platform or in gaming or onboarding them to Web3 games or even to other technologies, we believe that we're actually a key piece of that puzzle for mass Web3 adoption. And we hope through our cold token to sort of.
Awesome. Thank you, Josh. Sorry, that's 2 on the dot. Now over to investors for questions and feedback.
Josh, can you share with me some of the key features of the product? I just Googling in the background, tournaments made simple, making game accessible, fair. What do you see as being a USP that you're providing to the community?
Yeah.
We can't hear you. There you go. Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me now? Yeah.
Yep,
So
yep.
for us, basically, our USP is really sort of solving that issue that is pretty much plaguing any sort of PvP game, which is bots and cheating. I mean, us being in a Web3 space, we know how bots can really be an issue. For us, it's simply not about gaming, is we work with non-gaming industries. So whether it's brand sponsors, anything that's sort of in the space, they want to get in touch with the demographic that we have. We want to make sure that whatever they sort of invest in with us, we sort of able to really show them that the data that we have are real people who are really interested in our product and also eventually in their product as well.
Thank you.
Can you maybe give us a bit of an overview of where you guys are right now in terms of the product launch? I know that you guys have raised some money and like you're now kind of like finalizing a bunch of stuff, but like where in the roadmap to have a finished product are you guys? Or is it maybe already finished?
So we've raised early 2024 and we've started building our MVC first. So building basically our community and demographic. Throughout that whole year, it's up to like 3 mil right now. We've just launched our beta like late December, and we've onboarded our first 100K, and now we are slowly like above close to the number say 295, but above 300K right now in terms of active users on our app. In terms of roadmap, we're going to be right now, currently, we are supporting our ecosystem and our network via USDT, but we are going to be launching our token sometime in May and looking to start monetizing through all the in-app ads that we're sort of building inside by November, December.
Sorry, just one thing is you launched end of December and you've launched 220 tournaments. Can you kind of
we've launched
the tournaments
sorry?
Involved? And the targets were May, given that linearly we're halfway between late December and May. It looks like you're looking to just be on track for your target numbers. So is there kind of a particular reason why you're looking to not scale over the course of your beta?
Basically, right now, what we're doing is we're building as we grow, and we're looking at what really are the functions that would really support the gamers that we have. And what we're building doesn't really exist right now in terms of the Guardian network, the anti-bot, anti-cheats. It's something that most of the industry has been trying to solve for the past few years, but doesn't really exist. So it's something that we sort of learn on the ground, and we are bringing gamers and users, like we're just trickling them down first to just ensure that our platform, one, can support, and to deliver the promises that we sort of push towards. Yeah.
Sure, thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Josh. Thanks for the question, Eric. All right. Next, we have Evan from Gamma Prime. Evan, you're on the clock. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Evan. We are Gamma Prime. We are an exchange for hedge funds based in Web3. Our team is from traditional finance. We did high frequency trade, market making, and NASDAQ options. I myself have been trading for 31 years, but I'm also a machine learning engineer. And you'll find the project is essentially that. It's using technology to solve the problems that we encountered ourselves in the traditional finance world doing alternative investments. These are some of our awesome angel investors and advisors, Tether, Lido, and Phantom. As a hedge fund exchange, we are fully reg compliant. This separates us from pretty much most other yield products in Web3. We focus on smaller hedge funds. We find those are the ones with the most interesting alpha and also the ones that really want what we have to offer. And they're mostly traditional, so they're not mostly crypto funds, so stocks, bonds, foreign exchange. We currently have 7 funds ready to join, 325 million of AUM. These guys come for growth and liquidity. Those are the primary reasons that they're here. Just give you a sense for what these funds are. If you go to the actual, this is kind of yield stock vaults right now. This is what current other products are yielding. And you can see like all the way down here at the bottom here is Athena, right? 7%. And this makes sense because, you know, the heat's come out of the market. Well, our 2 top products are currently still yielding over 28%, and they're fully reg compliant, which means that they're audited. Yeah, we have an MVP. This is up and running. And just leave you with this. This is our tokenized capital summit that we just did in Denver. Again, sort of the physical version of what we do, essentially bringing investors and technologists together.
That was 2 minutes. Great pitch. And then, yeah, 3 minutes now for investor questions and feedback.
I think to deal with institutions, I think there's some regulatory or compliance issues that you have to manage. And from your background, I assume you're aware of that. I'm just curious, can any hedge fund come and use your product, and how easy is it for them to sign up?
There we go. Yes, reg compliance is one of our key offerings, which means we comply fully with SEC regulations for U.S. investors, Malaysia regulations for Malaysia investors. Essentially, we've coded all of the global requirements for hedge funds times investors into this platform. And that's one of the key offerings because small funds have trouble dealing with that stuff. In terms of funds, we're focusing more on diversity of yield types right now. So we have a delta neutral crypto fund. That's the first one. We have a foreign exchange exotics fund. That's the second one. So we find that gives a variety for investors.
So I'm seeing your first fund is live with around 20% of the APY for the delta neutral strategies. Like, what kind of strategies are you using? Because right now, I think even if you're using Bitcoin or Ethereum, delta neutral strategies is only around 10% APY. Are you hedging on centralized exchanges or decentralized exchanges, or are you using any leverage to kind of get the yield higher than the reasonable yield?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. Just for clarity, this fund is not our fund. This fund are friends of the company, but the whole point is we're onboarding many other hedge funds. But this first one, this delta neutral strategy, we do the basis trade, which is what Athena is using, but we also do statistical arbitrage. So sorry, I say we. They do statistical arbitrage. We know them for a long time. And that's essentially what Citadel does for stocks, but we're doing it in crypto. And what happens is as things get volatile, which they've been going on now, our yields actually go up. So we've actually been doing even better as the basis trade comes out. So we say this makes us bear proof because as things go ugly, we actually find that more people are going to come to us because now you can't quadruple your money on a meme coin. Suddenly 28% delta neutral starts to look pretty good.
Why would you go with this platform over, let's just say, working with individual asset managers?
I would say it's the aggregation, and it's also the tokenization. So tokenization enables things like secondary markets, which we haven't gotten into, and it also creates essentially what you've done is coded all of these regulatory requirements once, and you can benefit from over and over again. So I would say it's really the scale offered by the tech.
And that is time. Thank you, Evan. Great job. Next up, we'll have Brock from Gameness. Brock, you're on the clock.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Thanks to having me. My name is Brock, and I run Gameness, the AI-powered data infrastructure super app. So, Gameness is an AI-driven platform that analyzes user behavior and real-time activities to deliver personalized gaming experiences, tournaments, and a dynamic loyalty ecosystem. Our AI-powered infrastructure optimizes engagement and retention, redefining how users interact with Web2 and Web3 gaming. With 6 million users and 4 million wallet-connected players, our impact is undeniable. We have strategic partnership Web2 leaders like PUBG and Web3 giants like Binance, providing brands with direct access to a highly engaged and paying users database. So most importantly, we are already making profit, generating strong revenue from tournaments, AI-driven monetization, and brand partnerships. Our ecosystem is built for sustainable value creation, not just user acquisition. And Gamers was recognized by Google as a highly potential unicorn project, and we are part of their official marketing advisory program. This is not just cloud credits like AWS, but a direct strategic partnership. We are not just a building platform here. We are creating a unicorn factory for the industry. We are raising $1.5 million here. It's this one left. And we are aiming to April 23 for TGE, and our initial market cap is $1.9 million. And apart from that, we will use this money for the IP rights because, as you know, even for the Riot Games, you need to pay like $8 million for the using their logo. So thank you for having me.
Awesome, man. Right on cue. Okay, we'll turn it over to investors for questions.
Can you share with us a little bit more data or information of where you guys are? Is this platform does have revenue? Do you guys have customers already? Like, how does that work? Just back this up with data a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Our main customer is right now Binance. They shared us more than 20 times. They are using our user acquisition services with FTT and for KYC. And apart from that, we have Asus, we have Corsair, we are making a new agreement with the Intel. So yes, we have a paid customers, and mostly they are using for user acquisition and customer engagement.
How does
Where
that
are
work?
these users coming from?
Oh yeah,
Oh, sorry.
one question also.
Yeah. We are running this business almost 10 years right now. We are at the globally, we are at the top 5. So the users coming from our previous tournaments, which we organized more than 300 tournaments so far. I'm talking about the big ones. Even we was partner with PUBG. They shared us. When anyone open PUBG, they see Gameness directly with Binance. And also we was official live broadcast partner of Esports World Cup. The prize pool was $60 million. So the users come from our previous tournament and new activities for sure.
Yeah, and then how do you guys charge? This is like how many, like they charge for how many users they acquire, or is it like more like a SaaS service? Like
we are giving the return of investment guarantee every brands we have. Let's say for the Binance, they are asking a user number, and when we hit the number, they are paying us. It works for food and beverage. It's for it's the wallets, chains, everybody using, and we are giving the guarantee. When we hit the KPI, they are paying. So most of the gaming companies needs user, exchange need user. So this is why they are using our services, and we are giving the guarantee on that with the tournaments, events, and education. We are doing this, and for sure, everything is backed by AI. This is why we are calling ourselves AI powered data infrastructure super app. We are not taking like upfront. Yeah, hi.
Hi, it's Albert from NLS here. There's a lot of competitors in the esports space right now. I mean, what's your specialty in terms of that? I mean, how are you guys better than them?
Yeah, first of all, our team comes from Riot Games, ESL, Tencent, and Google. And apart from that, right now we have a exclusive IP rights of most of the brands. Apart from us, like most of the competitors, they can't organize a tournament with them, or they can't use even their logo. So let's say I was with the president of Riot Games a few weeks ago to close the deal with them for the next 3 years, exclusively organize their tournaments in MENA and in Europe.
Okay, and that's three minutes. Thank you, Barack, and thanks guys for the questions. Next up, we'll have Anastasia from Fidium.
Well, hello everyone. I'm Anna, CEO and co-founder of Fidium Group. Fidium is a dynamic fintech firm on a very simple mission to streamline the digital transformation of financial institutions, banks, and SMEs with a turnkey regulatory compliant blockchain infrastructure. In today's financial landscape, institutions that are eager to venture into the crypto space, they face so many technical challenges integrating crypto solutions into their existing systems. Consider a small SME looking to quickly integrate crypto and fiat payments. Building that infra in-house is so costly. On the other hand, a bank or brokerage that then to offer crypto to their clients, they lack compliant and robust platforms to do so. Fidium solves both of these challenges with a single turnkey SaaS and B2B models. We provide the critical components, secure custody, regulatory compliance, and scalable APIs. So our clients, they don't have to build them from the scratch. And we essentially enable our clients and deliver them streamlined integrated crypto experience for their enterprise and retail users. In 2023, we won MasterCard Lighthouse Award and generated 2.8 million in revenue, largely driven by B2B and initial SaaS customers across Europe, Canada, and Australia. But year 2024 was truly fantastic for us. Favorable regulatory developments have prompted non-crypto players like brokerages, neobanks to add crypto offerings. And rather than building internal solutions, they're buying them from us. By doubling down on our SaaS model, we've achieved 25% month-over-month growth, and our last year's revenue reached 6.2 million, and it did prove the rising demand for turnkey crypto infrastructure. And we focus on trust building and educational collaboration with regulators and targeted conferences, so our conservative institutions and clients feel confident working with us. Currently, we're finalizing our Series A round with our investor fully committed 5 million out of 6, and we're looking for strong crypto and fintech partners that will help us grow. And this fundraise will fuel our expansion and growth. We're targeting new markets as well as larger customers such as tier 1 banks.
Awesome. Thank you, Anna. That is time. Artie, I'll turn it over to investors here for 3 minutes.
Anna, congrats on the early success you've had. One question, but in two parts. The customers that you've won that have signed up with you, why do you think they've signed up? And has there been a customer that you have not won? And why do you think they haven't signed up with you yet? Are they waiting for some feature? How can this scale to 100 million in revenue? Oh, you're on mute.
Yes, I was. Thank you. So coming back to your first question, we win customers with the simple and yet complex feature compliance. When we started to build it in 2021, compliance, and it wasn't fancy. Nobody cared about us, but we cared because my background, well, I come from European Union law enforcement agencies, as well as Avi when it was still Ethland. So I know how to merge those both worlds. So compliance is something that our customers do like. And the customer that we lost, to be fair, we didn't fully understand in the early stages how to sell to institutions. That was one. And second, we mispriced it. When we were so eager to onboard larger customers, we decided we're going to win them with a smaller pricing. Well, they thought it was dodgy. So we had to add a zero. And since then, we did improve our pricing strategy.
How long does it generally take to actually operate in these new regulated environments on your roadmap?
So this is a part why fundraise is needed. Of course, it's for sales and growth. Currently, we're regulated in the European Union. We have also licenses in Latin America, as well as Canada and Australia. And most of our clients, they're license holders themselves, like brokerages, neobanks, meaning we don't need to be regulated. We need to be regulatory compliant. So their license with their license essential, they'll be able to deploy those services.
Anastasia, can you just break down how the equity and token components differ and how value accrues to either one, or is there no token involved here in straight equity?
Absolutely. So in this business, the tokens are not involved with any of the institutional side of the business, and the fundraise is also for equity.
What's the nature of your clients at the moment? Just to get a bit of an idea who is currently using it.
We see a very large uptick in brokerages. And imagine mid-sized brokerage that is very profitable with very conservative user base. They hear crypto, and their clients want to use that. Most of these mid-sized brokerages, they're not using any proprietary tech to trade. They're getting it from interactive brokers or similar companies through the API. So they want the same business model, somebody that will come, plug them in, and they can start offering that service. And this is a very low-hanging fruit for us to onboard them as well, because we don't need to do any custom builds. Essentially, it's a few weeks and they can go live.
Hi, Anna. Can you please remind me of how much are you raising again and at what valuation? Sorry, you're on mute.
I swear I'll fix this mute thing. So absolutely, we're raising 6 million in total, and 5 is already committed, and the valuation is 25 post.
Thank you.
Hey, Anna, Jackie from Sidar Ventures here. Where is most of that $6 million in revenue in 2024 coming in from? Is it from your banking and custody? Is it your trading solutions or your end-to-end staking?
Last year's split was almost 50-50 coming from SaaS. This year we expect and estimate that SaaS will generate 70% of all the revenue.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. And that is time. Thank you, Anna. Great
Thanks
job.
so much.
Next, we'll have Ellie of Thrabos. And then Anna, if you could stop sharing your screen, that'd be awesome. Thank you. Anna, Ellie of Thrabos. Ellie, are you still here?
Yes, I am. I'm just trying to share my presentation.
You can see your screen. Awesome.
Right. You see my screen?
Yep, all good. You're on the clock.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Ellie, the CEO and founder of Thrabos, where we help discover the undiscovered sports legends. The sports industry is worth $600 billion in total, yet 99% of athletes never end up making a living from playing sports. Even within affluent sports, as you can see on the screen, most athletes are suffering financially and end up dropping out even if they're super talented. The solution is really Thrabos, where we create a flywheel between all the participants in the ecosystem by integrating agentic AI and creative use of tokenization. As an example, athletes provide a bodyweight workout that targets their sport. Fans use that workout to compete and earn the native token. Within this competition, they can purchase digital assets with the native token. The digital assets represents a real-world product of the brand who ends up executing or participating in decentralized sponsorship deal making with the athletes using the AI analytics on the athletes generated by Thrabos. The team has deep and broad set of experiences, including investing in projects that are worth over $1 billion today. We have led token launches and managed large R&D teams in delivering quality Web2 and Web3 projects. I myself come from a Wall Street background, fell into venture investing after that, angel investing post that, and now building and launching Thrabos. With only early stage level of funding and resources, we've been able to achieve a great momentum, including a 70,000 list of pre-registered users that are ready to get into our MVP, which is launching in 2 weeks. We are raising a 2 million pre-seed round. This should get us to mainnet launch, TGE, and a 12 million ARR by 2027. And we're here to see which partners here would like to join us. Thank you.
Great job, Ellie. Alrighty, guys, we'll turn it over 3 minutes for questions.
Hey, Ellie, how do you ensure that these athletes will be engaged with people that are subscribing to their content?
The athletes will be engaged because they're monetizing. There are multiple layers of monetization provided for them that they're not able to get in other ecosystems or other platforms. And that's what we're providing for them to help them monetize fans and engage fans. That's ultimately what athletes want to do in order to further their career. So from their perspective, they're ready to engage.
Quick question. How are you going to get around licensing or potential licensing issues with big networks like the UFC or others?
Yeah, that's not our target market. Our target market are all the guys and girls that are working on NIL deals or the ones that are aged out. For instance, In East Denver alone, I met a swimmer that was second in line in Olympics in 2008, had tons of followers, tons of fans, but was never able to make a dime from that contingency. So that, so people that are going into the Olympics but are not the Michael Phelps and all the younger guys that aren't committed to those types of restrictions.
Where's
anything
the
else?
product right now? I'm always interested in are you guys live? Are you guys kind of starting out?
Yeah.
Where are you in the journey of the
No, we've been building. Sure. We've been building for a few months. Our MVP is launching in 2 weeks. It's really way beyond MVP. One of our chain partners had a walkthrough the other day, and she was shocked at how advanced the product actually is beyond MVP. So it's a fully monetizable product. The only reason we call it MVP is because the token will be on testnet until TGE. And that's why we're, term it MVP, but really it's a fully functional phase first of the product.
How are you solving for the demand side of this?
Part of it is through the athletes that are coming on board. So they're going to, and they are blasting out through their own socials and ecosystems because, they have these followers on Facebook and on Instagram and on TikTok, but they're not able to monetize. Those are all ad platforms. So part of it is coming from them. The other is us being able to market to the contingency. So for instance, our goal is to go vertical by vertical. The first vertical we're attacking is the motorsports vertical. And the athletes there that we're onboarding are allowing us to market to their social networks. So besides specifically from the athletes, just generally to the vertical, through influencers, through ads, through partnerships.
Awesome. Great job, Ellie. Next up, we'll have Radovank from Entity Finance. Radovank, you here?
Actually, Wolfgang will take over.
Okay.
I'm here.
Wolfgang.
Hey guys, I'm the founder of Entity, so I guess my 2 minutes are running already. Hope you can hear me and see my screen.
Yes, all good, man.
Perfect, thank you. So Web3 is the future, but onboarding is broken. High complexity and fragmented liquidity, as well as security risks, block adoption. Entity makes Web3 as easy as Web2, seamless, compliant, and accessible to everyone. 70% of users abandon Web3 onboarding. Fees are unpredictable, liquidity is fragmented, and security risks cost billions. We've all seen that. Entity fixes this by integrating everything into one streamlined Web3 hub. We're simplifying Web3 with one-tap onboarding, signing in with email, using Apple Pay and Google Pay for fiat on-ramping, our search module, our cross-channel launchpad for fair and transparent token investments. We have a bridge aggregator for low-cost, secure asset transfers, and we've built a terminal for pro-grade derivatives trading. And also there is a cross-chain swap for seamless multi-chain swaps. One platform for full Web3 access without complexity. Our market traction, we currently have a 200% plus month-over-month growth. There are more than 250,000 users onboarded on our platform. And we went on testnet, and after a week, we've created more than 50,000 transactions. And proof is that the simplicity that we've built is actually that more than 2/3 of our users are using our account abstraction services and are not connecting with their own wallets. So our go-to-market strategy is scaling across different chains. Non-EVM first, gaining early traction on Solana, Injective, Optimism, Arbitrum, etc. And then an EVM expansion, tapping into deeper liquidity on Ethereum and layer 2s on top. Bridging these ecosystems makes Web3 truly seamless. Our roadmap, for us, execution is...
That was two minutes. Thank you, Wolfgang. And we'll now turn over 3 minutes for questions.
Let's go.
How do you compete with other platforms that are offering the same service? Because I feel like this is a pretty saturated market. Do you have a specific region that you're targeting or a specific demographic?
Yeah, we're based in Europe. We are fully MiCA compliant. We have also local licenses in Liechtenstein where we're incorporated. We have a perfect example, actually. 3 weeks ago, CoinList made a public sale for Wallet Connect, and then they had to refund all the European investors for the public sale of the project. So I think there is a lot of buying pressure coming from Europe, but currently other launchpads are not licensed and are not handling the regulatory issues properly. We've done that already. We're building this since more than 3 years, and we're expanding now after we have built everything and all the things are in place.
Hey, as Anthony mentioned, the market is already saturated. May I know what is the USP for this product?
Well, it's fully decentralized, community owned in the future, as everything will be handled by a DAO. And the simplicity, actually. We are connecting more than 100 chains on the platform. We have all the tools integrated. We always say we have not reinvented the wheel, but we have integrated existing technology on the market in a smart way.
And what are you doing differently to onboard Web2 users in Web3 to your product?
Well, simplicity. I've done this for years.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, we believe that mass adoption is possible if things are getting more simple, right? People do not want to set up wallets for different ecosystems, store seed phrases, etc., have security risks, because they are used to call their bank if they forget their PIN or their password or stuff like that. And in self-custody, it's a bit more complicated. Everybody is responsible for his own assets, and we are making life easier for users, and we can validate and back this up already with the numbers we have on testnet.
So are you going to hold the asset on behalf of users?
We can, yes, but we don't have to. That's a choice of the user.
If we still have some time, it would be good to get some background about the team. Not sure if I missed that, but it is a complex solution you guys are building, so I'd love to see a little bit of you guys' background.
Well, background, we're a very big validator, let's put it like that, incubating projects since more than 6 years. We're active in the crypto space since more than 8 years. We're running the validation business. We're investing in projects as well. So I saw some good pitches here. The whole project so far is self-funded. For the next growth phase, of course, some more is needed. But we've built this with a team of people that have worked for other layer ones, built own businesses. So we are more than 20 people, 70% in the dev team that have experience in the different languages. So everything we do is for Rust VM, EVM, SVM, expanding to the Move VM in the next step.
Awesome. Thank you, Wolfgang. But we are at time. So now we'll go to the final company through the portfolio here, One Llama. I believe you're here.
Yeah, I'm here. Okay,
Awesome.
great. Hi, everyone. My name's Miranda Tan, and I'm the CEO of One Llama. One Llama is a community collision coverage for your car, and we're attacking a $450 billion industry. If you look around, everyone has at least 2 cars or more. This is an industry that's growing every year. And the problems with auto insurance is the price keeps going high. We keep paying and we get nothing back. And there's a complicated claims process. If you look at auto insurance the last 4 years, it's more than, it's been going up every year. If you look at the rates from 2020, it's been, 1,000. 2024, it's over 2,000. It's been surging by 47%. And if you look at data, only 6% of people nationally file claims. So that means it's 94% of us, we're safe drivers, and we're paying for that 6% of people who's filing claims. So introducing One Llama. So One Llama, we offer collision and comprehensive protection for cars in the US. And we offer 5 different plans, and you could pick and choose your plan based on your budget and your need. So for example, you could pick a gem plan for $350 for a 6-month period, and it gives you up to $9,000 of protection. And what's cool about One Llama is if you have no incidents, we give you money back at the end of that 6-month period. If you pick the diamond plan, which is 1,800, we protect you up to $100,000 of your per incident, and if you have no incident, we give you 720 back. So basically, if you're a safe driver, you get at least 40%, a little bit more back at the end of the 6-month period. So what's different about One Llama? We're not insurance. We don't provide liability. We're basically a mutual aid, powered by AI, powered by tech. You could think of us as like a Uber, where basically Uber connects drivers to passengers. What One Llama does is we connect members to member to facilitate the weekly sharing. The whole thing's spread by word of mouth, and we have the 3 C's: community, collision, and comprehensive protection for your car. And again, we're not insurance, and we don't cover liability. So how does One Llama, the pricing works? So just say you pick one of our plans. You could pick the silver plan, which you
Sorry, Miranda, that's 2 minutes of time, but thank you for the presentation. So I will turn it over to questions.
I love how ruthless Brent is, but thanks for coming on. I would love to understand, you guys have customers at the moment? Are you guys rolling this out? And yeah, where are you guys right on the journey?
So we have customers. We actually launched, I've been working on this for over 2 years, and we launched this actually just January. We have about, under 500 members, and we're rolling it out. So yeah, so it's actually live. Anyone can sign up, and you can sign up today, pick a plan, and we also have a token model to it too.
What is that token model that you guys have?
So our whole token model is when you sign on, our whole thing is it's built on, it's code as law, and our whole thing is controlled by members. So when you sign on, our whole thing is to motivate people to drive safe. So when you sign on, we give you 20% of tokens, and then and then we hold the 80% of tokens. And basically, if you have no incidents in that 6-month period, we give you the 80% token back. And if you have an incident, we burn half of it. You have 2 incidents, we burn the whole amount. So we have a token model where basically we reward members for driving. We also have, we call it miner, kind of like a telematic you put in your car. And basically, as you put in your car, the more data that collects about your car, you also earn token. So we have a whole token model where basically we incentivize members in the community to drive safer. And the more tokens they earn, and the more, and the whole point is that we collect more data and we know everything about your car. And we also have a repair shop network nationwide. And I didn't get a chance to say this, but common incidents include collision, theft, arson, natural disasters, windshield damage. So any of this will trigger a weekly sharing where basically our members will chip in to fix your car.
Can you tell us a bit more about your background as well?
Sure. I've been doing tech for over 20 years. And, I went to Cornell undergrad and I'm a lawyer, New York Bar. Our team is from Stanford Business School. One of our guys who heads repairs is basically, he headed the Amazon delivery repair shop, nationwide. We also have, George who heads our claim, over 30 years of experience in the claims department. My partner was the founder of the first MP3 player. He was Stanford MBA, partner at KPMG, also head of investment in Tel Capital. So we have a pretty, diverse team with over, I would say, 25 years experience to keep our age young, but we're a pretty seasoned team.
Amazing. Thank you. Appreciate it so much.
Thanks so much for having us. Any other questions, you guys?
Sure, just a quick one. I mean, so you don't cover liability. Does other insurance companies, so you need to go to other insurance companies to cover a liability claim?
Excellent question. So when you buy full coverage in the US, it includes liability, collision, comprehensive. So a lot of people don't know is you can actually separate liability from collision comprehensive. So to drive in the US, you have to have liability. But a lot of people can't afford more than liability because it's so expensive in the US now. So we don't cover liability, and we recommend, like, if you're of Geico, if you're a Progressive or State Farm, stay there for liability, but come to us for collision comprehensive.
Awesome.
So,
Thanks.
so that's actually an excellent question. Thank you so much, Albert, for asking that.
Definitely. I think anyone in America understands, yeah, we all pay a shit ton in car insurance. So thank you, Miranda. Yeah, hopefully this comes to fruition for all of us in the US here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. And then we'll have a couple rapid fire pitches for 60 seconds. We'll start with AdChain in Shiranshu. Apologies, man, if I butchered your name a little bit. But are you here from AdChain?
Yeah, I'm here. Just give me a second for sharing my screen.
Totally, man. Yeah, we can see your screen pull up your deck. Awesome. And now you're on the clock for 1 minute.
So, hi guys, my name is Suryanshu Bansal. I am the founder of AdChain. In today's digital landscape, small publishers struggle to monetize ad spaces, while advertisers face high fees and lack transparency. AdChain is a decentralized ad marketplace, revolutionizing digital advertising. We empower ad space owners to tokenize their inventory as NFTs, enabling seamless, transparent, and direct transactions between advertisers and publishers without intermediaries. Built on Ethereum, AdChain ensures immutable contracts, real-time tracking, and transparent revenue distribution, reducing costs up to 40% compared to the traditional platforms like Google Ads. With the global digital ad market crossing 600 billion, AdChain provides a secure, automated, and censorship-resistant solution, the future of advertising. So apart from the funding and the grants, we are here for your expertise in the market so that we can crack and get into this. Thank you. So I'll just show you how this is my website.
No, that was 1 minute, but yeah, thanks for the time, man. And we'll do 1 minute for questions.
What makes you guys different? I mean, what exactly are you doing? You just help with secure and ad placements at the end of the day. So as a B2B company.
Yeah, in this market, Google Ads is the main player. Google is a big block between the publishers and the advertisers. What we are doing is that we are connecting the publishers and advertisers P2P so that the costs can be reduced. Both of the parties can get a very good cost for the same ads and the same value. Even apart from that, the analytics that we provide, they are transparent, that cannot be guaranteed by centralized intermediary.
Awesome. Nope. I think we're all going on questions, but thank you for pitching, man. Appreciate it. Next, we'll have Max from One Click Up.
There you go. So I'm Max from One Click, and we're building a very simple, user-friendly app for accessing DeFi and an abstraction layer to help users discover the best yield farming opportunities and help DeFi protocols to get access to users and liquidity. So we help with things like discovery, getting there and execution, earning. Our users get to earn boosted yields and rewards with us, then directly, and tracking it all in the same kind of cohesive dashboard. In terms of where we at in traction, we build a massive supply of more than 40 protocol integrations and the community and network of distribution partners. The team is quite multidisciplinary with people from marketing, product backgrounds, legal, ex-Coinbase, Avalanche, Nilian, and various other companies. And we're currently at the 2 mil seed extension round, looking to connect with anyone who will find value or relevance in our mission. So happy to chat and happy to take any questions.
Awesome. Thanks, Max. Yeah, now go to 1 minute for any questions.
That was on point. Thanks, Max.
Sorry, I was trying to make it real quick because 1 minute is
that
like
was good.
not usual.
Appreciate it. Even with a slide deck that fits the time. Would love to understand a bit. The whole thing is about making Web3 accessible, right? So it's
Yeah.
simplifying. I feel, and is that like a B2C product? Like, is that targeted to me, for example? And do you guys have customers already, or are you kind of gearing up with the seed extension to monetize it?
Yeah, that's a good question. And this is both B2C and B2B play. For B2C, exactly, we have a front end for people like you and me that actually like don't know what we're doing in DeFi, and we just want something to kind of easily access and get top protocols. But on the B2B side, we have the same protocols who are looking for users like you and me, right? And we're just helping them to facilitate this connection. And we're charging the fee for that, both on the kind of incentive and transaction fees.
Understood. And if we have 10 seconds left, a little bit about your background.
So my background is in product and finance. I got 2 degrees in economics and IT, built more than 10 different fintech, AI gaming projects, and went into crypto since 2019, 2020 as a builder. So it's my second venture in Web3.
Amazing. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yep.
Thanks.
Thanks for joining, Max. And then for the last pitch of the day will be Timothy from 3 Thix. Timothy, you here?
Yep, I'm here. Yeah, so great. Thanks for having me. So I'm from Ethics. We are a monetization platform. So we provide on-ramps and rails for credit card processing, debit cards, ACH in the crypto space and high-risk sectors. And then we take that and we recreate cookies through custodial wallets, and we operate consumption-based data in order to then monetize that through an ad network. So recently we've signed over 30 titles. We have over 7 banks: Procter and Gamble, Pepsi Foods, Burger King. Banks include WorldPay, Nuvei, et cetera. The team is, all ex gaming and fintech with over $2.5 billion in exits. We're backed by a company called Xsolla that does $110 billion in processing. So we work with Epic Games, Roblox, Fortnite, et cetera. And we pull all that data into custodial wallets and through privacy sectors, and then we turn around and utilize that data to create new direct-to-consumer targeted ads. To really first, our go-to-market is to recreate ads in the $200 billion market in video games, and then for future we'll be going into working with companies like Shopify and others, backed by, like I said, Xsolla, Republic, and some of the biggest hitters in the space, and working with almost every chain now. We just got a $3 million grant from Avalanche. We've already hit milestone 1 and 2 of that grant, and working on closing grants with Polkadot, Cardano, and Polygon.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Appreciate you coming on. And yeah, we'll go to kind of 1 minute for any questions or feedback.
I don't know if I missed it, but is there a token involved in this?
Yeah, so we have a 2-token model. So I wrote the first ever SEC no action letter for an ERC20 token with DLX and Lewis Cohen. So how that model works is we run our token model. So let's say Procter & Gamble gives us $1 million for ad spend. We mint $1 million of our in-game currency. We give that out 1 for 1. Then we go to Roblox and we buy their currency at wholesale, 70 cents on the dollar, whatever. They're selling it for 99 cents. We take the 30 cents that's remaining and we move it to our bonding curve to buy and burn our own token. Hopefully that makes sense. 1 minute's hard to describe a whole fintech platform.
I mean, that's where we need to get to. I want to understand quickly, what's the ideal customer you guys are targeting?
Yeah, so we've already signed 30 clients. We are processing about $200 million. That's already gone through underwriting. We have 700 million coming in. We make 5% on that. So go-to-market's gaming, but we're signing companies like Skills, which is one of the largest Web2 games of skill companies on the NASDAQ. So we're working with some pretty big names. Anyone that needs payouts, pay-ins, and higher risk, so gambling, crypto, games of skill, etc. We take all that, wash that data, and then remonetize it again to the ad network.
Fantastic. Very interesting. Thank you.
Awesome. Yep. And that is time. Thanks for coming on, Tim. And then, yeah, we'll basically wrap here. Thanks for everyone for coming on. This was another very successful demo day. We appreciate everyone's comments. And yeah, we have a lot of great companies and investors here. Maybe Toby, anything else you want to add before we wrap up?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I appreciate everyone joining in, even though we ran a little bit over. So apologies for this. But everybody who signs up, we definitely check every single person's company, and then we select companies based on different verticals that we're targeting to pitch. So definitely keep everyone that applied today also for the next demo day and add more people to that. And like I said, we're gonna be doing this monthly. And today we hit capacity on Zoom, so we need to upgrade our Zoom for the next one, I guess. But no, it was awesome to have, I think, a total of 11 companies today. Very diverse, all awesome founders, and also appreciate all of the investors here that were active and joined in and spent this hour and 11 minutes with us. So yeah, have a very good rest of the week, everyone. And we're excited to do this next month again.
Absolutely. Thanks everyone for joining. Bye everyone.
Thank you guys. Have a good weekend. Good Friday.
Thanks. Thanks for hosting this,
Thank you,
Toby and
guys.
Brent.
Bye.
Thanks, Anthony.
Bye.
Cheers, guys.